Welcome back to Leliana's song. I'm trying to sound a bit more enthusiastic than I did the first time around, because I've just watched the first part back and fuck me, I sound fucking stoned for most of it. All miserable. I was listening to it, I was thinking, Jesus, Magpie, you sound like you want to shoot yourself. I'm a bit out of practice with the whole recording gameplay videos and stuff like that. I think the only ones that I've really done recently are the Oblivion ones, aren't they? And that's like the Chill series, where I'm not really trying to sound happy or enthusiastic. But anyway, yes, last time we finished the first part, which is the Denerim Marketplace. We did all of the little quests that you have to do. We got the Vendetta achievement. We killed the guard captain, eventually. And now, I believe, we need to go and speak to Bonnie Lem, who is our merchant? Do you want to say merchant? Well, I'm going to be generous and call him a merchant. And then we need to speak to Marjolaine and get the story moving along a little bit. Hello!
Always where the money is.
And your hand in the chantry box was an accident, I suppose?
Oh yes, I did do that last time, didn't I? I did nick from the chantry box. Yeah.
You keeping tabs on me, Lem?
That's a word for it. You want something?
Yes, I would like to see what you have, my dear. Right, health potions, poultices, whatever. We definitely need them. Because, did we not use them all the last time? Oh no, we used them and then we died, didn't we? And then we reloaded. Yeah, I remember now. I remember. That wasn't at all embarrassing. Okay, before we do anything else, I'm going to see what we've got to sell. Oh, we've got a new bow. Wait, hang on. Is that not the bow that Lily's using currently? I don't have too much stuff worth selling. I don't know whether I should sell Leliana's swords. Because they are good and everything, but I'm not planning on using them. We'll sell that. I didn't need that. Unless I can give that to what's his name. What's he called? Tug. Because that is good. Plus 2 damage, plus 3 melee critical chance, and plus 6 attack. It's just, I've got no reason to use them because I want her to just be an archer. We'll have a think about that. Right, let's see what he's got to sell us. Well, we could maybe get Sketch some better robes. What robes has Sketch got on at the minute? Right, he's just got normal enchanted robes that don't do nout. So, for 3 gold, we can get him senior enchanter's robes with 2 willpower, 2 magic, and 6 defense. And considering we've got 17 gold, that seems like a pretty good thing. Right, what's Tug got on? Okay, so we've got the Denerim guard shield that he can't actually use because he isn't strong enough. And to be honest, it isn't that much better. I think we'll probably just sell that. Harvard's Aegis, that's you get that very early on in the main game, don't you? I can't remember where you get it from. You loot it off someone or something like that. I can't remember, but I know do you get it in Lothering or something like that? I can't remember, but I know you do get it pretty early on, and I never, ever, ever use it. Oh, we can get him some better armour. Oh, we'll definitely get him some better armour. And then we might get Sketch some gloves that give him spirit damage. He's got nothing in there. Oh, we've got amulets. He's actually got some pretty good stuff here. So, we've got Ravena Grace, plus 1 magic, plus 10% to healing effects received and minus 1 strength. So that can go with Sketch. And then we've got 1 strength and 1 armour for Tug. And that leaves... Oh, we just can't afford that. Okay, I'm going to sell Leliana's dagger. I'm keeping our sword because... I don't know, is that better than the sword he's got? Oh, that's way better than the sword he's got. Interestingly, Tug's sword gives him plus to armor penetration and 10% critical backstab damage, which I would think would be better for a rogue, whereas Leliana's has, like, damage and attack, which would be better for a warrior. Huh. I'm going to keep it, but then I want that thing, I want that for Leliana. Right, okay, so that's us spent all of our money on goodies. Doesn't have anything else that I want, does he? Oh, he's got lesser injury kits. Aye, I'll get a couple of lesser injury kits. You can never be too careful. And that should be everything. Okay, so if we give Leliana the ring of... What is that? Resistance. The ring of resistance. Plus 1 willpower and plus 1 constitution. Maybe that would be better on Sketch, actually. No. You know what? We'll keep it on her. Constitution and willpower are not to be sniffed at by any character. I mean, I know I always say never put your skill points into Constitution because it's a complete waste of skill points. But if you can get free Constitution from something, don't turn your nose up at it. I'm going to give you Leliana's sword rather than your little dagger thing. Axe, that's the word I was looking for. And then I'm going to give you your sexy new armour. That's very nice. You look very good in that, Tug, my friend. And then you can have your warrior's belt. And then Sketch, he can have that. Oh, hang on, what was he wearing? Spirit resistance and spell resistance, yeah, that's rubbish. We might just give that to Leliana just for the sake of it. And then you can have your senior enchanter's robes, and you can have your charged mitts. And you would have had the signet ring if I hadn't put it on that body. Okay, I think that's us sorted. Right, let's go and see what what's her name wants.
Sodding stone.
You can't come to Denerim without visiting the Earl's estate.
You're mad.
The Earl is away, and most of the King's patrol has been drawn to some sort of trouble in the market. Our employer just wants us to plant some embarrassing papers under the cover of a burglary. It will be assumed they were here all along, unless you think you're not up to my challenge.
I thought we could just go, no, I'm in, without asking any questions. No, we'll ask a few questions.
Kept anything else to yourself? Like where the papers are? Or who hired us? I think that they are payments, suggesting mistresses. And you know as well as I that we do not need to know the players. We let nobles decide who to blame. We are just the enablers of the game. That's it. Now we split to divide the gold, find a fun way in, and put the papers where they can be found but are not obvious. In the bedroom, nice and personal. Don't keep me waiting. Tonight is not about shadows. We want some chaos to hide our true purpose.
Could we do that without leaving a trail right to us?
Always want a clear path to run, hey boy?
Yeah, that's just a clever way of saying that this game doesn't have great stealth mechanics, so to be honest, we're just gonna kill everybody. Oh, there's some guards and a Mabari. Marvellous, it's not Ferelden without a Mabari. I'm just trying to work out where we are. Because you do come to the Isle of Denric. Look at those two. Flippin' egg, boys, keep up. Yeah, you do come to the Earl's estate. Oh, no, the Earl's estate. Hang on. Yeah, you come to the Earl's estate in the main game, don't you, when you're rescuing Honora? But you come to the front and then you nip around the side. I don't know. Let's not question it too much. Let's just kill this elite soldier. Oh, and Leliana's just punching him because she doesn't have her bow and arrow out. That's great. That's wonderful, Leliana. I love your confidence, the way you just run up to an elite soldier and punch him in the face. Oh dear, he's going for sketch. I don't like it when they go for sketch. We can just cone of cold him, maybe. There we go. That's nice. And we've got Stone Fist now. So we can Stone Fist him. Brilliant.
That one seemed better trained to you.
Fancy your uniform, too. Soldiers on loan to the Arl?
More reason to dump them out of sight or something.
We're going to take their bodies? Yeah, we're going to take their bodies. Okay. We're not going to bother taking the body of the dog, though. Apparently just leaving a dead dog around is fine. Where are we going to hide them? Are we going to hide them here, where it just says the Earl's estate? Or are we going to get a codex entry? We're going to get a codex entry. Okay, I'm actually just going to have a quick look at Sketch's tactics. Because since I've given him Stone Fist, yeah, we want him to actually be using it. So if we change that one to enemy status paralyzed, and Stone Fist them. Marvellous, that'll do us. Oh, it's the pumpkin patch. Oh, I love the pumpkin patch. Pumpkin patch is my favourite thing. There's another, any more guards around? Yeah, I thought there would be. Bloody hell, how old do you think that guard is? Fucking coffin dodger there, Jesus. It's like he's ready for retirement. He has a marvellous mustache though, I'll give him that. Okay, are we going to loot these bodies? We're going to loot these bodies, quite literally. And then I believe we're just gonna, you know, spend a few hours quietly burying them in the pumpkin patch, as you do.
Good place to stash something, if you like digging.
Although you think it would take quite a while, wouldn't you, to dig 3 graves?
That will keep them out of sight. Happy, Sketch?
Appeased.
Yeah, you would think that's probably taken us a good chunk of the night to just, like, dig 3 graves and bury 3 bodies.
The door is too obvious. It will be barred, even if they expect nothing.
Bet hinges hold better than their guards.
Yeah, there do just seem to be walls in places where there weren't walls in the main game. Because we can't get round to, like, the front entrance. Which I suppose actually makes more sense, doesn't it? You would want walls around so that people can't just, like, wander into your back garden. But, you know. But it's alright, we can climb up this convenient tree.
We can reach the window in that nook.
tight fit for Tug.
Yeah, your mother said as much.
Yeah, climb up to the window. And level up while you're doing it so you glow dramatically.
Right. Let's find more soldiers and make a nice mess before we plant the papers.
Love it when you talk like that. You too, Sketch.
About 90% of all of Sketch's dialogue is just, oh. I feel like I relate to him. Right, dexterity. We want dexterity because she is missing far too much with her arrows, and then we'll put a little bit into cunning? Cunning or strength? No, we'll go cunning. Now, this is interesting. Do you think we should give Liara, I was about to call her, Leliana, coercion? Does she need coercion? Is there any point where she needs to coerce? I can't remember. Or would master combat training be better? There's no point in giving her stealing. You never use that, do you? Or we could give her more tactics. But I don't really think I need Leliana to have much in the way of tactics. I will go master combat training because whatever happens, you end up having to fight everybody. So, you know. Now, should we just pile another point into archery? Or should we go for distraction? Distraction might actually be kind of useful. I'm just thinking, you know. I mean, I know that I'm doing her as an archer and everything. But is there not a few sections where you have to fight just on your own? And in that case, being an archer might not be the best idea in the world, actually. Which is probably why they gave me 2 very good swords at the beginning. Oh, I'd forgotten about this. Lethality. The rogue has a keen eye for weak spots and thus gains a bonus to critical chance for all attacks. Additionally, if the rogue's cunning score is greater than strength, sharpness of mind lets the character use the cunning modifier to affect attack damage in place of the strength modifier. Yes. I had completely forgotten about that. I knew there was something about that with rogues, but I couldn't quite... Yeah, okay. Well, we'll get on to going with that. We'll have Deadly Strike, and then next time we'll get that. Tug, my friend, you can have 2 in strength and 1 in dexterity? Or maybe we should put more in dexterity. I mean, the reason you pile into strength is so that you can wear the best armours, but this is just a short DLC, so there's only going to be so many armours available to him. I tell you what, we'll stick 2 in dexterity and 1 in strength. And then we will give him survival, because there's literally nothing else available to him, and then we will give him... Shield Mastery, that sounds like a good idea. And Sketch, 2 in Magic, 1 in Willpower. And Combat Training, and... Oh, what do we think? Revival? I think Revival will be useful for, you know, when Tug kills over. Actually, I never have him activate frost weapons, do I? I should definitely have him activate frost weapons. I think frost weapons is more important than rock armor, actually. We'll change that to frost weapons. So if you take rock armor off, because I don't want you to use up too much of your magic, and put frost weapons on. Right, and we are ready to go. What's that? That's a door, apparently. Oh, there's not 2 ways to go, is there? I don't like when there's 2 ways to go. Where the hell did we come in? Did we just drop through the ceiling? Because we climbed in through a window and then we apparently just dropped through the ceiling. That's a bit weird. So we've got these 2 doors that we can't do now with. We've got a door up there. We've got a little way around here. Is this a dead end?
Eldons condone torture? Or is this allowed because the Earl is away?
Doesn't say much for whoever was left in charge.
Okay, so we've just dropped down into the torture dungeon, which is lovely. And also, right, up there, right, that's clearly moonlight coming in there. And then if you go over here, that's nice, bright, happy sunlight. Yeah, let's not question that either. Okay, we'll just have a little creep through here. Okay, I was going to say we'll just have a little creep through here. No, apparently we're going to kick the door down, make an entrance and kill everybody. Which I suppose is what we were meant to do, isn't it? Okay, luckily, apparently the elite soldiers were on the outside. These are just the rubbish soldiers in here, who take about 3.5 seconds to kill. Right. Little peek around. Anybody here? Anybody at home? No. Oh, actually, this is the, this is Vaughn's room, isn't it? Isn't this Vaughn's room? I'm sure. Is this not where you come in to rescue, what's her name? Shiani in the City Elf DLC, I was about to say. No, other thing, Origin. And then Vaughn apparently has a torture dungeon down here. Oh yeah, because this is where you rescue what's his name, isn't it? Oh, it's all coming back to me now. Is that Vaughn's room? I can't remember. We're gonna just have a peek in here. And there's the other masterwork leather piece for the what's it? Achievement? Yes, that one. Provocator. Yeah, that was in a locked chest, which is concerning me slightly because I haven't been putting anything into lockpicking because I've just thought, oh, it doesn't matter if we can't open a few chests. Maybe it is going to matter. Oh, we've got a sergeant. I like a sergeant, and he's got wings on his helmet. That probably means he's, like, important or something. That's a Grey Warden helmet, actually, isn't it, when it's got wings on it? Yeah, to be honest, he's not proven to be too horrific or anything. I think, see, we've got everybody's tactics so well set up. They just kind of, like, slaughter everyone without me even having to do anything. This is what I love about the Origins combat. I mean, don't get me wrong, I know it's not perfect. I know the Origins combat isn't perfect at all, but I do like the tactics system. Once you get your head around it, and you sort of figure out how it all works, and you can just make the gameplay itself, I really do enjoy that. But it's not like so complicated that, you know, you have to sort of have a master's degree to understand it or anything like that. That's what I like about BioWare RPGs. It's the same with like the leveling system and everything. It's just complicated enough that you feel like you've achieved something by creating a good build. But it's not so complicated that you need to like have a degree in maths to understand like some things. Like you should see me trying to play Fallout 4. I have no flipping clue, honestly. I'm not that kind of nerd. I'm not the kind of nerd who knows about numbers and, you know, can remember exactly like what modifiers each item gives and all of that kind of stuff. I like my leveling systems to be, you know, quite simplistic, which is why I like Dragon Age.
Come, Commander. Let's see your little dragon. What the?
Yes, so there are terrible things afoot. Do we want to talk about that at all? Gonna mention that? No, apparently not. Okay, I can see we have enemies to the left of us and enemies to the right of us. We'll go left first, shall we?
More soldiers!
More soldiers, Leliana's just yelled, and there's one soldier over there who doesn't even seem to know that we're here. It's actually, is that a mage staff I can see peeking over those bookcases? Oh, two mages. Two mages could be potentially problematic, actually. Mage mercenary. Right, okay. I think we'll give you a nice crippling shot. Crippling shot sounds good. And then I want Tug to help deal with these mages, because we definitely want to get the mages down first. So, see if we can freeze her. And then lightning her. Oh, she can heal herself. Oh, that's not fair. Ah, it's really annoying when people can heal, isn't it? That's really kind of irritating, that is. Sketch, can you just punch out in the face with a giant rock? There we go, that's got it. Oh, and apparently they dealt with the other two by themselves without me even noticing. That's nice. I was so focused on that mage, the other two were just like, you know what, we've got this, Magpie, don't worry. Ooh, a manuscript, that's nice. A North Ward. -1 strength plus 20 mental resistance. Leliana might be able to use that. Let's have a look. What's she got on at the minute? Spirit resistance and spell resistance. The only thing she would need strength for is better armor. Because, well, once we level up again, we'll have her cunning as her attack modifier. So, we can put that on. Because mental resistance is always a good thing. And there's a war journal here. Should we have a read of that?
A war journal with no war?
A lot of bitterness still around. This is pushing it, though.
Oh, should we have a read? Right. Yes, so this is Leliana's recollections of it. Had my younger self cared, I'd have seen that early in the war journal the hard line were highly praised, but after their patron's land was lost, they were censored by King Marek directly for brutal treatment of prisoners, their patron being Harwin Rayleigh, whose latest request to forcibly retrieve his territory had been denied. But those were distant problems and not mine to worry about. Right, okay, that's the door down to the dungeons and whatnot. Just stick our little heads into this room.
Marjolaine will find us when she's had her fun. Always does.
This is the room where Sir Corthrian attacks you. I like Sir Corthrian. I wish Or Catherine. Catherine, one of the two. I like her. I wish she'd had more of a role. Oh, this isn't the way down to the dungeons. This is the bedroom where Honora's held, isn't it? Yes, I remember. Right, that's the drop point. We'll have a read of the journal first. Harwin Rayleigh's personal journal. The personal journal of Commander Rayleigh was a horrible insight. He boasted of cruelty far beyond the public accounting. He pined for an excuse to attack Orlais, to take back his lost land. It was easy to imagine how clinging to such hatred would poison a man, but I could not know how this stranger's private war would collide with my love for Marjolaine. It's a bit weird, the Leliana Marjolaine thing, isn't it? Because it's never really, like, completely stated what was going on. Like, was she a mother figure? Was she a mentor? Was she a lover? Was she a combination of all three? Because I get the impression that she was a sort of weird, twisted combination of all three. Let's have a look in this chest. Oh, I've got insufficient skill. Well, that's a bugger, isn't it? I hope there's nothing important in there. Right, let's just drop these papers on this convenient desk.
These are Orlesian seals. Be quick, pretty thing. We are wearing out our welcome.
Oh, now we need to confront her. Do we confront her about Rayleigh or do we confront her about the papers? Let's confront her about the papers.
Marjolaine, these seals are Orlesian military. This is not some embarrassment of nobility. Who am I to say what upsets this lot? You seem to know them pretty well from what I saw. That will do, Leliana. We have to get moving. I don't like this. Leliana, later. Move.
Oh, we got scolded. Right, what have we got? We've got Bonnie Lemon there. I've leveled up.
6. Carry over the ort. No.
And he's talking to himself, yeah, so we'll quickly level up, will we? So 2 in dexterity, 1 in cunning, and I kind of want to go lockpicking now, you know, but I also need lethality. I don't want to miss any of the masterwork pieces because then I'll have to play it again to get the flipping achievement. Yeah, we'll go lethality though. Oh, but lockpicking. No, we'll get lockpicking next time. It'll be fine. Right, let's see if he's got anything to sell. Oh, he's got a nice bow and arrow, has he? Oh, damage 9 plus 2 armor penetration. That's nice, but it is 4 gold. What else has he got? He's got lots of stuff that Sketch could use. So yeah, neither of those are better than the Enchanter's robes. But he's got Elemental Grasp, man. That's plus 5 to every type of damage. Oh, I can't not get them. And then he's got, what's that? Critical backstab damage. It's not great. Although he's got some boots for Sketch, plus 12 defense. That might be good. And then, what have we got? That. We'll get that for Leliana. We'll get... Oh, I haven't even looked at this stuff yet. Plus 1 cunning, 10% dodge attacks, minus 1 strength. That's better than the one she's got. We'll get that. Fire resistance, core resistance, 1 armor. 2 strength and 2 dexterity for, what's his name? Tug. Spell power and mental resistance for Sketch. What's Sketch got on at the minute? Nothing. Right, we'll get that for Sketch and then we'll get that for Tug. And that leaves us with almost no money, but if we have a quick peek in our inventory and we just give her that, and then give her that. I can't actually equip the other 2 because they're not in my party at the minute, which is kind of irritating. And then we can sell that. And no, don't sell that. I want that. Sell that. That doesn't really get us much, does it? Because he's also got health potions. What was it I wanted? It was the war boots plus 12 defense. Okay, we can do without them. And we'll get... I can just afford all the health potions. I can't afford any of the lyrium potions or anything though, can I? Oh, I could have had a skill tome as well. Sadly, I don't think I've got anything I could sell, really. No. Okay, that'll do us then.
What's this?
We rob the Arl and he boils the same old gruel.
I'll sink a stone in it. Make you feel at home.
Split wood.
Ditch rock.
Okay, can we talk to these two?
Your turn to cook?
Have to do something. The Earl's estate? Soldiers? Templar should give up mages and hunt whatever Marjolaine is.
I like Sketch, I really do. Right, how would you fix this? I'll talk to her about the papers. Yeah, how would you fix this?
I'm worried too, but we can fix it somehow.
We should just disappear. Don't wait around for it to go bad.
Not go back to Olay.
I don't have much to go back to. Less if they start thinking I'm a threat to the nation.
You don't miss Olay. Is he Olesian? He doesn't sound Olesian, does he?
I can't bear the thought of never seeing my home again.
Wish I knew the feeling.
Some of us don't match the bard spy fetish. Like me, pretending I know the loot.
You murder music.
Right, let's see what Tug has to say about it all.
Well, Marjolaine's full of surprises,
I have to say something to her about the papers. Right?
Seems like you've decided.
We have to do something before it's a problem, Tug. But what?
Well, I'd just take my money and run back to Orlais. I have a girl I'm ruining for her chevalier husband.
We pulled many strings to arrange the market. Someone will know we were here.
Marjolaine has people in her pocket. She can deal with treason.
Okay, let's bite the bullet and go and talk to her, because I'm assuming she's around here somewhere. Aye, she'll be through that ominous door with the X on the map, Marjolaine's room. Is this the same safe house that you find her in the main game? I think they've just reused like loads of areas, really, haven't they? Which is probably why they changed it, because in the main game, when Leliana's telling you the story, all of this was meant to take place in Orlais. She doesn't say that it happens in Denerim, she says it happens in Orlais. But then they would have had to, like, you know, create Orlais. But it was probably easier for them to just, like, reuse places that they already had. Although you would think that when they were making the main game, they would know that they were making the DLC, and therefore they wouldn't have had Leliana say that it all happened in Orlais. But, you know, these things happen.
I was right to be worried. It doesn't matter. You need to remember your place. You do not question me in front of the others, Leliana. Not in the field, not anywhere. The game is one thing. We go back and forth between nobles, and the authorities turn a blind eye. It is amusement. But these papers... If the seals were Olesian military, then bringing them to Ferelden is treason. Marjolaine, there is no blind eye for treason. They hang you in the street. My poor pretty thing, lost in a strange place. This is about seeing me with that officer, isn't it?
Okay, how do we want to play this? No, I'm not going to say I get jealous, because this whole DLC is about Leliana sort of like coming into herself and seeing the light and becoming who she sort of slowly, well, at the start of her becoming who she ends up being in the main game. So we're going to go more about the whole sort of she's risking everyone and being irresponsible and all of this stuff.
You surprised us with this. If I'd known, I would have talked you out of it.
You were never so reluctant back in Olay. Perhaps I took you from those streets too soon?
Marjolaine?
Please, you forced my hand. We will undo this, just in case someone were to find out. It will not be simple. Remember that you asked for this.
Thank you, Marjolaine. Our lives are exciting enough, no?
Just be ready. Give me a moment.
Okay. Leliana's quite sweet and innocent and naive, isn't she? We can look at Marjolaine's satchel to get a nice codex entry. Actually, what does the codex say about her? Marjolaine commanded fear, respect, and a high price. She was the Orlesian aristocracy's answer when the next step in a rivalry was to end it, and she was everything I wanted to be. She never spoke of herself, never gave hints of who she was away from the game, but she always seemed to know how to captivate us. She was a mentor, not a leader. She suggested, and others grew wealthy in her shadow. At the time, I only casually noted that Marjolaine's satchel held just the bare essentials for travel. It was barren of anything even remotely sentimental, which is important because it means that Leliana's like infatuated and enamoured and admires this woman, but knows absolutely nothing about her. Which, when you think about it, massive red flag there, Lil, but alright. Anyway, we will call it a day there for now, and we will pick up where we left off tomorrow. I look forward to seeing you then, my darlings.